Good evening. I am enough, I give enough, and I do enough. I repeat this mantra often, and it helps me resist the temptation to try and cram one more activity into an already crazy schedule. It works, but during Lent, I think God's calling me to reevaluate my priorities in my life. So what does this have to do with CMA or Catholic Ministries Appeal? Well, I'm glad you asked. I am Barry Smith. I always attend the first Mass on Sunday morning, so being here tonight is a pretty new experience for me. Father Rob asked me to tell you why I've always supported CMA since I became a parishioner in 1979. But don't worry, he's only given me a few minutes, so your after-church plans are still intact. And I promise not to badger you. I'll leave that up to Father and Deacon Tim. I've been truly blessed by God, and I feel an obligation to give back through my time, talent, and treasure in order to help build his kingdom. I've shared my time and talent as a lector, Eucharistic minister, and St. Vincent de Paul member for many years. I've also been privileged to serve on the Worship Commission and to help bring a new Catholic into the church through the RCIA program. I've shared my treasure with CMA because it just makes sense to me. Matthew Kelly's book reminds us of our church's unrivaled legacy of service to others through its work in education, healthcare, and social services. CMA funding makes it possible to continue this vital work of building God's kingdom. I view CMA as the Archdiocesan equivalent of the United Way campaign that's so effective in getting funding where it's needed as efficiently as possible. 2 of the 6 ministries that CMA supports have special meaning to me. My sister-in-law works as a therapist at St. Rita's, and I've seen firsthand the great work that they do. It's phenomenal. Catholic Charities and Social Services helped over 92,000 people last year through its 19 separate programs. These programs support and complement the work that our own local St. Vincent de Paul Conference does. I've heard many reasons for not supporting CMA. At one point, I almost stopped contributing because I didn't want my money being used to defend abusive priests. But I learned that not a penny is spent for that purpose. I also thought about contributing to some of these charities independently through separate donations. But my one donation to CMA ends up getting where it's needed the most, much more effectively than if I tried to do this myself. I'll close by saying I'm proud to be a Catholic. I love being a St. Andrew parishioner. This parish does great things, and so does our church. The good actions of the many far outweigh the failures of the few, and always have. And CMA helps to make the good stuff happen. So though usually I am enough, I give enough, and I do enough, I think God is challenging me to be more, do more, and give more this Lenten season. Supporting CMA is one way to answer that challenge. Thanks, and God bless.